It's the best-selling building toy on the planet. Every year, more than 140 billion Lego pieces are sold worldwide. To manufacture this toy, several tons of plastic and hundreds of molding machines are needed. But how are Legos made? Watch how plastic is transformed into one of the most famous toys in the world. The story of Lego began in 1932 in the small Danish town of Billund. Its creator, Ole Kirk Christensen, was born in 1891. At just 7 years old, he became a carpenter's apprentice to help support his family. Ole later became a master carpenter, and at just 25 years old, already owned his own workshop. He started making toys out of pieces of wood, which came quite naturally to him. He loved children. For 2 years, Ole made toys as a sideline to his trade. But demand increased, and he was able to start a large-scale toy company. His toy workshop made the news. People commented that toys of the highest quality were made there. One day, a wholesaler visited Ollie's workshop and was impressed by the wooden toys. He placed a large order to sell the toys in his store at Christmas. In 1934, he decided to give his company an identity. He thought of 2 Danish words, leget, which mean play well. From there, the company's name was born, Lego. The choice of the name was a complete success. The company started to grow, receiving more and more orders. The profits allowed him to buy a milling machine, and with it, he further increased the quality of his toys. Ollie was always striving to ensure excellence in his products. He paid attention to even the smallest detail. By the late 1930s, the company was already making excellent profits. And even during World War II, they continued making toys. Things got worse after World War II, when it was hard to find wood. Everything changed one night in 1942, when a fire broke out in the workshop and destroyed all the designs and models. After the factory burned down in 1942, they switched from making things out of wood to making them out of plastic. Ollie bought his first plastic injection molding machine in 1947. The change worked. By the late 1950s, his toy factory was an international success. He acquired a plastic molding machine, which produced small brick-shaped pieces. In 1949, he introduced the Lego block as we know it today. In this way, he created a complete building system with truly endless possibilities. It became a truly innovative product. The unique design of the Lego block allowed children to build larger and more complex structures. And the company grew until it became a global toy empire. About 80 years later, Lego manufactures toys on a massive scale, thanks to injection molding machines. The toys are still mostly manufactured in the same small town where Lego was born. The main factory is still in Billund, and every year it produces an impressive total of 21 billion Lego pieces. The well-known molding factory is divided into 3 main areas: 14 silos where the granules arrive, 12 production lines where the Lego pieces are created, and a 37-meter-high warehouse where the pieces are sorted before being sent for decoration and packaging. The Billund factory covers more than half a kilometer and is essentially a piece-making machine. The plant uses up to 70 tons of plastic granules per day, and the 14 silos ensure its weekly supply. The company has more than 100 designers. These professionals enter a white room where they play with the iconic blocks, and that's how ideas for a new Lego toy are born. From here, the design and construction of the models begin. After certain modifications and adjustments, the new model is ready to start production. Most Lego starts its life as tiny plastic pellets. It all begins with the arrival of the raw material at the factory. A truck can carry up to 28 tons of plastic pellets. The pellets are pumped from the truck into the tall silos where they are stored. The pellets are brought into the factory through a maze of long pipes. The finished pieces need to be strong enough to withstand the way children treat them. That's why they're made from a very tough plastic called ABS. It's the same material used to make black plastic pipes, computer mice, and protective helmets. A network of pipes carries the granules to the 12 molding lines, where the machines produce 7,000 Lego pieces in different shapes and colors. The high-tech injection molding machines produce Lego elements 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. First, the raw granules are mixed with the colorant, then the colored granules are fed into the molding machine. The granules are heated to a temperature between 210 and 233 degrees Celsius. The plastic melts into a texture similar to toothpaste. Then the paste is injected into the mold. The molds weigh between 150 and 1,500 kilograms. These molds have a precision of up to 0.002 of a millimeter, and the process is so fast and efficient that only 18 pieces come out defective for every 1 million produced. Inside the mold, the material cools in a matter of seconds, and a freshly produced Lego brick comes out. The 12 molding lines produce 36,000 Lego pieces per minute. When each container is about to fill up, the machine signals that it's time to collect it and automatically swaps it for another empty one. The factory is almost fully automated. When a container is full, a robotic cart collects it and takes it to the storage warehouse. The boxes are shaken to level the contents so they take up as little space as possible. 4 robotic cranes travel 70 kilometers of shelves to sort each of the nearly 500,000 stored containers. The containers pass through a sorting system and are placed in a column of shelves. This sorting system allows the plant to pack almost any Lego product at any time. When a specific Lego element is needed, the box is retrieved. All the tracking and record keeping are fully automated. But Lego is not just a bunch of plastic blocks. The world of Lego is populated by all kinds of tiny people. This machine produces 15,000 heads per hour. A rubber stamp puts faces on the heads, smiles for the good ones and frowns for the bad ones. Next, the heads will be attached to the bodies. The decorating machines are specially designed so that the small pieces don't move while every tiny detail is painted. It's like stamping a seal on a document over and over again. Once the pieces are decorated, the packaging process begins. The counting machines ensure that the items are placed in small production boxes. Each one is weighed and measured to ensure the correct number in each box. The items that will be included in a single bag are placed in rows of counting machines. Next, the contents of each production box are automatically placed into a plastic bag. The air in the plastic bags prevents the pieces from breaking during transport. At maximum performance, the line packs more than 50,000 bags per day. There is no possibility of error in the number of pieces that go into each bag. All packages go through 6 weight control points. If the weight is not correct at the last checkpoint, the package is discarded for manual inspection. The bags are placed into Lego boxes along with the assembly instructions. The most efficient packaging lines pack more than 50,000 boxes every 24 hours. As soon as all the contents are placed inside, the boxes are closed and finalized. The Lego boxes are packed for shipping and stacked on pallets. They're already prepared for a long journey. And that was today's video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel.